Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to the channel. If you're new, my name is Lee, aka Rollin Thunder, and in today's video we are going to be celebrating 1 year of ownership of the Arai RX7. So sit back, relax, grab a cup of tea, and let us get into the video. So ladies and gentlemen, how are we all doing? I hope you're doing well. I hope this rather shitty weather isn't getting you guys down too much. And as the video suggests, we are celebrating 1 year of ownership of the lovely Arai RX7-V. So we're celebrating a year of owning this helmet. I figured I'd give you guys a proper, you know, from the heart, honest review on the RX7. What I like about it, what I don't like about it, what I would change if there were anything to change, and so on. And I'll be honest, for a £780 helmet, there's not a lot I would change. Well, in actual fact, I think there's probably one, maybe two things I would change. Only minor things, but something that I think could be improved on. That being the duration of the pin lock, that could be improved ever so slightly, and maybe a slightly bigger chin guard for the airflow, or should I say the wind noise from underneath your chin. Other than that, personally speaking, I wouldn't change anything else. And for an everyday user helmet, I think it's very, very good. For a track helmet, even better. I mean, after all, the RX7V is a track focused helmet, and using it on the street may seem like a bit of overkill, but that's kind of like why I bought it in the first place. It is for use on the street, and maybe a track day or two if I get around to it, whenever that happens to be, obviously. Now what I will say is there's a hell of a lot of creature comforts for this helmet. The headline is adjustable, the cheek pads are adjustable, this thing has wicked ventilation. I kid you not, I've had the top 3 vents open on this helmet, and no word of a lie, I could feel the wind flowing through the air vents over the top of my head and out the back of the helmet. And there's not too many helmets on the market that I could say can do that, or many helmets that I've owned that can do that, should I say. But I kid you not, from day one, from the very first day I put this on my head, I've been in love with it. And I know that might sound a little bit odd, but what I can tell you guys is that through owning this helmet for 1 year, 1 solid year, I've got absolutely zero complaints. None whatsoever. It fits well, it handles the wind well, it handles having a camera on the front of it very well. As you guys know, in the past with other helmets that I've owned, i.e. my HJC IS-17, as brilliant that helmet that was, I did struggle massively when it came to trying to find a good spot for the microphone. Half the time you guys will be able to hear what I'm saying, but not be able to hear it good enough, and that really bugs me, which is why I tried multiple different microphones. But let's just take a minute to talk about the fit and finish of the RX7. The RX7, as you guys probably know, has been around for quite a few years under different guises. It's been the RX7 Corsair, it's been the RX7 GP, I think it was called something else before the Corsair, but the fact still remains that the shell itself and the actual initial design of it hasn't changed for the best part of 20 odd years, and that just goes to show the build quality of Arai's, like how good the actual construction is, how good the design behind it is, and so on. I mean, naturally, over the progression of a product's lifespan, it does go through various changes throughout the year, or throughout the years, should I say. So there are going to be some things that changed from one model to the next, like the different types of vents, where they were placed, and so on. What is this guy doing? How slow does he want to ride? And in all honesty, I really can't fault this helmet. I really can't fault the build quality. I can't fault the comfort, the quietness. And a lot of people have said over the years, from different generations of the RX-7. Oh, they're noisy, they're this, they're that, they're the other. No helmet is ever going to be 100% silent. Do you know what I mean? If you are wearing a helmet that is that quiet, you've either got a bag on your head or you're living in a fantasy world. Because there's no way that any helmet on the market that I am aware of is that quiet that it basically drowns out every possible noise going. I just don't think something like that exists. Not right now anyway. Something like that might appear in a couple of years time or whatever, but for right here, right now, there's not. In my honest opinion, there isn't. There is nothing that I have come across in my 7 years of working in motorcycle retail which comes close to being completely silent, and that itself can cause its own issues. I personally think that if a helmet is that quiet, that's dangerous, because you can't really hear what's going on around you because you're so encased inside the shell. But you know, that's just my opinion. Would I encourage someone to buy an Arai? Definitely. Would I buy an Arai again? Maybe not the RX-7, but maybe something like the Quantic that's just been released, or the Debut or something like that. Yeah, of course I would, 100%. I would definitely recommend people to either buy one or at least try one on. There's no two ways about it. I would definitely recommend people to try an Arai on. It doesn't matter what the model is. Anything from the Debut, the Quantic, the Chaser V, the Renegade, the Rapide, Profile V, RX-7, even the Tour X4. The Tour X4 is more of their adventure style helmet, but even that, just to give you an idea of what the fitment and the fit and finish is like, definitely give it a try. I know there's going to be people out there that are going to say that Shoeis are better, or Schuberths are better, or AGV's better, or whatever. But the one thing that I want you guys to take from this video is that I know people are going to say that this doesn't fit, that doesn't fit, blah 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 blah. Not every helmet manufacturer or helmet model in that one line is going to fit 100% the same. So just bear that in mind. I don't want people then to come back to me after seeing this video, going to a motorcycle shop, trying an Arai on and being like, oh no, it don't fit, it's horrible. With Arais, in my experience, they do fit the intermediate oval head shape very well. But there is a massive but involved with this. Arais in general, they're made in Japan, handmade in Japan, I'd like to point out. And they're one of the only brands that I've come across, possibly the only brand in the world, that based the shape of their helmets on the shape of the human skull. I don't think there's any other brand on the market that can boast that particular claim to fame. As a brand as well, Arai don't have any overhead. Everything they do is in-house. They make the shells in-house, they make the cheek pads and the headliners in-house. They paint them in-house as well. You've got one guy building the shells, one guy making the cheek pads, one guy painting the shells, one guy doing whatever else. You know, it is very much a one-stop shop, and in all honesty, that's how it should be. I know people are going to say, oh, but if you have too many people doing too many different things, you know, you're not going to get the quality right and blah 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 blah. I mean, just look at my helmet, look how good it looks. Admittedly, I know the tint advisor's a bit dirty in a bit, but you know, that's beside the point. Build quality, the comfort, the quietness, and the fit and finish of Arais in general are just so damn good. If money was no object, I'd have an RX-7 for every day of the week. I really would. Or if I had an unlimited budget, I'd even consider getting an Arai's carbon fibre helmet, which is nearly £3,000. And I have the confidence to say that to you guys because I'm wearing one. Like I've said to you before in previous videos, if I don't think something's good, I'll tell you. If I think it's good, I'll tell you as well. Oh, excuse me. I'm the sort of person that I'm not going to endorse something. I'm not going to say to you guys, oh yeah, this is the best helmet in the market, it's the best thing in the world, blah 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 blah, and then not wear one. I'm not like that. I would never recommend someone to buy something or try it if I haven't done it or do it myself. Do you know what I mean? I'm just not like that. And that's the other thing as well. I don't want people to think that I'm just saying, oh yeah, try this, try that, try the other, because I've seen someone else do it. Everything I say to you guys is my own words, my own thoughts, my own feelings, and nothing but that. And that's where my, you know, what's the word, my actual honesty comes out. Do you know what I mean? I wouldn't tell someone to go and buy something that I wouldn't buy or own myself. The RX7, I've got one, definitely 100%, 100 million %. I would recommend getting one without a doubt. My GoPro Hero 7 Black, okay, they're quite cheap now, but when I first got it, would I recommend you get one? Yeah, damn straight I would. My Dainese D1 carbon long gloves, would I recommend you get one of those? Get a set of those? Yeah, again, 100%. Would I recommend, if they were still around, for you to get a pair of my City B2 Gore-Tex boots? Again, definitely, without a shadow of a doubt. And this is where the genuineness of my thoughts and stuff come into it. You know, I genuinely believe that the Arai RX7 is the best helmet on the market right now. I do really, truly, honestly believe that's the case. I know there's going to be people out there that are going to think differently, and you're entitled to your opinions. You know, I haven't got a problem with that. I've got absolutely no problem with recommending an RX7 to anyone. If you've got the money, get one. Just simple as that, just get one. Naturally, they are a little bit cheaper if you go for a plain colour than if you go for something with a graphic on it. If I remember rightly, the plain RX7s right now retail at about 650, 660, something like that. The graphics, they range from around 760 to 800 pounds, give or take. But naturally, if you haven't got the money, you don't have to go for an RX7. But just do me one favour, ladies and gents, while we're on the subject. If you like what you see and you want to see more, do me a favour, give this video a thumbs up. It does help me out with the YouTube algorithm. And if you aren't already a subscriber, please consider subscribing. And if you haven't already done so, make sure to tick the like button, tick the bell, so you are kept up to date with all upcoming videos, including things like motovlogs, product reviews, first rides and so on. So if you haven't done so already, make sure to tick the like button, ring the bell, and if you aren't already a subscriber, please consider subscribing. And as always, ladies and gents, without your support, the channel wouldn't be where it's at right now. I think we're currently sitting at just over or just under 7,000 subscribers, which is amazing. So once again, thank you for all the love and support that you've shown me. The love and support that I feel from you guys is amazing. It helps me stay motivated. It helps me stay motivated. It helps me do what I do, and it also gives me inspiration for the videos that I do. So again, thank you for that. The inspiration that you guys give me is immense, and I love you all for it. And like I've already said, if you like what you see and you want to see more, make sure to click the like button, click on that bell, and if you aren't already, consider subscribing. But anyway, ladies and gents, as always, thank you for all the love and support. And as always, you guys have been awesome. I have been Lee, aka Rollin Thunder. So for now, thank you for watching, thank you for sticking around to the end of the video. So for now, make sure to look after yourselves, look after each other, stay safe on the roads, be careful with COVID-19, enjoy life, enjoy your friends, enjoy your family, and as always, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, adios!